If you'd like to see how I'm going to transform this pink, comfy, warm hoodie into this lovely rhinestone embellished Adidas hoodie, keep watching this video. Hey YouTube! So today in this video, I'm going to be adding some vinyl and rhinestones to this plain hoodie. And I cut out the Adidas logo with my silhouette cameo. And the measurements are approximately about 8 inches wide and about 7 inches long, I believe. So I'm just going to weave that out so I can get it ready. Now I do have a press pillow that I'm going to be putting inside of the hoodie. You don't have to have this, but it does help to get a nice even pressing onto the garment. Okay, so line up your vinyl, and now I'm going to put on my Teflon sheet. It's not 100% needed, but it's nice to have a Teflon sheet, and just go over the decal evenly. And you're just going to peel that off carefully. You want to go over it at least 10 seconds, 10 to 12 seconds. On the highest setting, turn off the steam. And there you have it. It's cute as is, like this actually. But I'm going to take some E6000 glue. And I have 5mm hematite color rhinestones, basically a smoky color rhinestone. And I'm going to use a wax pickup tool, and I'm just going to kind of trace out this logo and take my time and apply the rhinestones. I think it's easier to kind of just outline and then fill in the rest. But if there's another way that you like to lay your rhinestones, you're definitely welcome to do what makes you feel comfortable. So I did one of these hoodies. It was in black with some clear rhinestones, clear iridescent rhinestones, and it was a gift for my mother-in-law. And I loved it so much, I had to make myself one of these. But on hers, I used 4mm SS16 glass rhinestones, and it just looks so cute. I have 5mm. It looks good. But I think the 4mm rhinestones actually look a little bit better than the 5mm. But it's still really cute. And the great thing about this is that you can use any color that you like. So you can use any color hoodie that you like. I was also thinking that a black hoodie with red rhinestones with the red logo would be also cute as well. So I'm just going to continue on adding on the rhinestones. Oh, and if you're wondering, will the rhinestones stay? What happens when I wash it? So first of all, I would let this cure for at least 48 hours before wearing. Me personally, I let mine cure for 24 hours and I wore it and it was just fine. Now, if you wash this, I would wash it inside out and then I would let it air dry. Or I would just dry it on a gentle setting and you should be just fine. E6000 is pretty good when it comes to gluing rhinestones on shirts. So that's the glue that I prefer to use when it comes to blinging out shirts. So far, that's just been the best one. And I do have rhinestones available on my website if you're interested, and wax pickup tools. My website is myroyalradiance.com, myroyalradiance.com. And I'm also considering putting the Adidas logos to iron them on, just in case you're interested, for those of you who don't have a cutter, because I do have some pre-cut vinyls on my website. But I'm really considering adding this one because a lot of people did like this Adidas hoodie. When I posted it on my Instagram, I got some really nice feedback about it. And if I had to guess how long this took, I would say I did this in about an hour and a half to 2 hours. And it really didn't take that long, you know, just kind of making sure that you don't put on too much glue, because if you put on too much glue and it's like kind of thick sitting on there, you'll have to go over and kind of press your stones down, because it'll be like your stones are just floating on the glue. So you want to make sure you kind of do a little light press. And if it's oozing too much out the sides, you use a little bit too much glue, because you don't want to get it outside of the actual, I was going to say the transfer, outside of the decal, outside of the vinyl, because if you do, you don't want to stain your hoodie or your sweatshirt or your t-shirt. You don't want to stain it. So just try to be careful to use a little less glue. Now, I know with the E6000, some people say it's best to use a syringe. I've never used a syringe. I guess I've been using it for so many years. I just make sure I don't press the bottle like too hard, because as we all know, E6000 oozes. Like sometimes you don't even have to press it. The pressure of it being pressed before you put the top on, you take the top off and it's already oozing out everywhere. So that's like a big complaint that I hear from people who ask me how do I deal with that in the comments in previous videos. What I do, I take the E6000 and I just dab it real quick, and I put that top back on immediately. Like immediately, as quick as I can, before it can try to ooze out anymore. And then when I do it, I kind of like drag it a little bit, so it's not so much when I pull it up from the shirt, because then you'll get like those webs. I call them webs. The little end pieces of the glue, I guess, hitting the air. You usually can just pull those webs off. But if you have too much like smudges, then you can have like a little stain on your garment, and you don't want that. Okay, so I'm almost finished. And again, I did use some 3mm to fill in some little small areas. And another great thing about this too, this method period, whether you're doing an Adidas logo, Nike logo, or whatever it is, Chanel, whatever you like to do, this works even if you're putting a shape on, the logo to your business, whatever you're ironing on your shirt. E6000 and tracing out a heat transfer vinyl is a very simple and great way to go. Now, years ago, before I did this method, I used to cut out templates with rhinestones, and I used the hot fix rhinestones with the little glue on the backing. Then you had to brush them into the stencil. Yeah, it was a rhinestone stencil. It was a much longer kind of, I don't want to say difficult, but more tedious process, because if all the rhinestones didn't brush into the little stencil properly, you would have to go through with tweezers and just kind of flip them over. I mean, it was a good way, depending upon the design you were doing, and I guess how many colors you were doing. It just depends. But I used to do it that way. But for me, I think this way is a lot more straight to the point and more user-friendly, I'd say. But I guess it's all about preference and the actual look that you're going for. So I'm almost finished. I'm just adding on the last bit of rhinestones onto the last letter. So just go ahead and check this out, and then I'm going to show you the final result in just a moment. Okay, you guys, here is the final finished result of this Rhinestone Bling Adidas hoodie. I absolutely love this. It came out super, super cute. I want to make a black one as well. And if you want to know where you can get nice blank hoodies, I think I got a couple of them off Temu. This one I believe came off of Fashion Nova. And then another place to get, I guess, like a more of a wholesale price, you can go to shirtmax.com. But thanks you guys for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Share it on Facebook. And subscribe to this channel if you do want to. And if you decide to subscribe, go ahead and hit that notification bell so that you will be notified every time I upload a new video. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye. Check out our website, myroyalradiance.com, and we do carry faux leather inspired designer fabric for your crafting needs, luxury inspired croc charms, as well as iron-on patches and much more. Enjoy the coupon code MyRoyalBeauty10OFF. Check out our website, crtacticaldefense.com, where we do sell in-waistband gun holsters, belly band holsters, and many more. Please check out my discount code VIBES for a special discount for my subscribers.